folks, Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan here. Yes, Jennifer E. Strachan. And today, Friday, August 2nd, 2024, second day of August 2024, I'm starting my day with an off the cuff moment. So, this particular video and podcast is an off the cuff moment. Jennifer E. Strachan, off the cuff moment. And what I wanted to say in this particular video and podcast is speak about something that's happening in the business world, the world of business in which we all live in. Everyone's in business. Each life is a business. Life is business, business is life. Some like to say all sorts of things when they hear people say that, but however, it's life is a business, business is life, and life is a business of life is true. Those are true statements, which and it all requires money. And so, what I wanted to speak about this morning, what I'm speaking about this morning in this off the cuff moment is the fact of, for example, let me just give an example right here. An example here where it's happening, it's reoccurring, and it must stop. The fact of the matter is, this example is happening wherein lawyers, attorneys, doctors, nurses, or whatever sort of business professionals have, and uh, whatever the type of business structures, but it's all business, whatever the type of business structure, it's all business, it's all mouths that have mouths to feed, and they're all in business. But what's happening with regards to professionals are supposed, or who are supposed to be professionals, um, uh, for instance, the example of a professional, a lawyer is considered a professional, an attorney, a lawyer is considered professional, and they have clients and customers, and lawyers and attorneys have clients and customers who are paying the lawyers and attorneys a fee for services, right? Right. And however, as I mentioned yesterday, there are lawyers and attorneys who are of no good. What they're doing is uh, being a shark and a pariah on on persons such as myself. Now, I'm a legal assistant. I'm a paralegal. In real life, what I do is assist lawyers and attorneys. Yes, in real life for a fee. Yes, paralegals and legal assistants must get paid for our works because we do work. It's assisting is means helping, and one ought to be paid. All paralegals must be paid um, for the work we do. Very substantive work. Substantive work. Matter of fact, I've posted before the rulings the Supreme Court ruled about with Missouri versus the Supreme Court ruled in the case of Missouri versus, I'll post it here online on my screen. But there was a ruling where it was ruled that from the courts that the fact is paralegals must be paid, paralegals and legal assistants and legal technicians, people who assist in substantive work, assist lawyers and assist the general public, must be paid. Such persons such as myself, legal assistant, paralegal, legal technicians must be paid for the substantive work we do. But there are lawyers and attorneys who are jumping the gun, speeding and speeding, or slowing, or doing some sorts of all sorts of iniquities that they are doing great injustice. And I think that is why the court had made such a ruling some years ago regarding the work paralegals, legal assistant, and legal technicians do. So why would lawyers expect to be paid for their works and then not pay paralegals, and then hope and dream to and always are plagiarizing because the plagiarizing I notice on the internet, online, and in real life of comes when it in the legal field. The very lawyer and attorneys who the paralegals, legal assistant are working for is the very person who are plagiarizing and mimicking and doing all these dangerous things against paralegal and legal assistants' bread and life butter. So that's very noticeable, and I could certainly understand where the court and why the courts ruled have such a case, and it was settled in that case. However, some lawyers and some attorneys have very filthy, bad, worsened and worsening. It seems to be worsening, but I am here to say today again, in this off the cuff moment, as I sit in my work seat, my home office, all of that uh, injustice, and it's not erroneous, and lawyers and attorneys must be held accountable for the practice of mimicking and plagiarizing. I know paralegals and legal assistants are held accountable for doing or performing unauthorized practice of law. We can't do lawyers' work. Paralegals and legal assistants cannot do lawyers' work. Why would lawyers feel they could be a lawyer and do everything and need a paralegal, need assistance, but they don't want to pay or they don't want to hire the paralegal? They don't want to HIRE. They feel as though they can get the work from the paralegal pull from thin air and say all sorts of things and do all sorts of things and not pay the person from who they're stealing all of these different ways of doing or they don't really know. Lawyers don't know everything. Attorneys don't know everything. Everybody in life don't know everything. We didn't come all from the same journey. And so what I know, a lot of people don't know. Yes, this is true. What Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan knows and experience in Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan journey is unique to Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan for Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan. And Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan, Jennifer E. Strachan, DBA LDAMS, must be paid for Jennifer Elizabeth Strachan works. I know a lot of speakers get paid for just speaking. I'm not per se a speaker, but in my life work, I speak. And when I speak, I don't want to see or hear what I said going left, right, north, and west, and all because it shows on those that are that have stolen and are stealing, and it must end. And I am alive and I have breath, BREATHE, in my body, in my business, for my business, and I will be here, not practicing unauthorized practice of law. I'm not going to get into that and do all of that because I'm not trained as an attorney yet. I'm not fully trained. I'm not an attorney yet, but I know enough to know attorneys should not and must not plagiarize my works, my life works. Because a paralegal and a legal assistant is a paralegal and a legal assistant, and a lawyer is an attorney is a lawyer and attorney, and there are unique differences in those two roles and positions. And lawyers and attorneys must adhere, just as how they love laying back and sitting back and seeing, oh, paralegals can't, should not practice authorized practice of law. Well, lawyers and attorneys must not practice what? Unauthorized practice of plagiarism, mimicking, theft of ideas, idea theft, and all of these crimes that can be bundled in one word, in one crime, and I know, and I will find the crime, and later in another subsequent video, I will insert the crime that lawyers and attorneys are all caught up in doing, and it must end because it's killing the life of paralegal and legal assistant, legal technician, Jennifer E. Strachan.